Hello and welcome to part 2 of my career mode wish list. Last episode we discussed stuff like features, like online careers. This one I'm going to talk more about the just like features in the game when you're playing the game and like the feel of it. I think I'm going to start with I want it to feel more of a story. Like an example would be the journey. I played a bit of the journey and even though I found it a bit irritating at times, I did like the story feel of it. And it's almost like every game seems to be the same, whether you just got a league game away or an FA Cup final. I know it's at Wembley and they might say, "Oh, FA Cup," but like before the game, like go into the tunnel and show a bit of sort of the players. Make a bit more of a big occasion. Like not like FIFA away when like in a tunnel and then they're just thinking for every game. That was quite cool 10 years ago, but just like. You just need to make it feel more of a story. Like the commentators, they get like boring after a while because it's always like the start. It's they give you transfer updates and then it's like, oh, they've won 5 in a row or whatever. But just make it more of a thing, whether it's like flashbacks of previous games, just make the story better, in other words. And it can be like cinematics. Next thing is like the actual gameplay itself, which is the CPU. Like, for me, there's ways around it, but let's be honest, if you just play world class engines or whatever, they do get really boring. Like I hate 0-0 games when you just pass it around. Like yesterday, I was playing a game on career mode, and I was the better team, admittedly, like on paper, and I wasn't playing it well, but it's a really entertaining game. It's like 1-0. I was being slightly dominated, and I know like the away team might go, "Oh right, we're on a point now." But it's just the fact that it went from a really entertaining game to just the CPU hogging the ball for the last 20 minutes and not even trying to attack. And it's just like, this is just not fun. The next thing it might cause a bit of a debate. I know some people think, oh, it's stupid. Other people just rely on it when they lose. But for me, I've got a conspiracy theory. I'm not going to bat on like that's just like people that make those like videos about scripting and then try and make another one about it and even use the same thumbnail and not theirs. But I'm all for losing on career mode. Like it's annoying at a time, but when you win, it's unrealistic. Say if you're like a mid-table team and you come mid-table, that's good for me, or a bit better. That's good. I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge. But I mean, if you're actually a regular viewer of my channel, which you are, well done. You will see that I haven't done as much career mode as I wanted to, but I did a Leicester career mode, and on the first season, which is still going by the way, I will be doing 2, 3, and 4th season, but more of like a sim bit, like a season review part. But on my first season, I came 6th, which is great. It was fine. And I did have some hammerings and all that. But anyway, more to the point, when I was winning, went in the first half of the season. I went for a patch of 4 games where it just went wrong. Like I was like, and then all of a sudden I played Crystal Palace. I didn't thrash them, but I beat them 1-0, and I was like, fine. And then I carried on the season. I was doing really well. I think I even got to like Champions League places or whatever. I was getting close. I thought, hang on a minute, this is going quite well. Maybe a bit too easy. And next thing you know, I played those 4 teams in like second half of the season. And even though I wasn't like as bad, they were tough. I lost them. There's games that I just couldn't get into and were awful. It's really difficult to play against the CPU. I just felt like things weren't going my way. I don't know if it might be psychological. I don't know if it's not, but they just got really irritated like this. 4-0. No, set the bar. Like, what's going on? 2-0 down. Corner, 90th minute. Come on. Yes. Oh, it's off the line. Come on. Yes, it's off the line again. No. And we've lost. Oh no. No. Oh.
God, Sam,
Were you
come
going
off it now.
underwater then?
Come off it now. Sam, come off
Did
now.
you notice that? Was
Yeah. Oh, God.
I thought you were drowning.
And all of a sudden, even though I know I only beat Crystal Palace 1-0 when I played Crystal Palace without literally, I wasn't even trying. As you can know, I was just like talking to the mates because I always do like a live career mode usually. And I was just 1-5-0. Like everything just fell for me, and then I went on and had a good season afterwards. It's just like I'm not one on Ultimate Team, I have to admit, I have gone, oh, that's ironic how that's bounced there and all that. But I just felt a bit. I don't mind going through those stages because they happen in real life. But when it's against the same team, it's a bit like, is that just a coincidence or not? Next thing is atmosphere. I know I sort of touched on the sort of cinematic story feel at the start. But I feel some games, the atmosphere, like if you just put like your headset on, it's like, oh, this is really good. It feels really good. I feel like I'm there. However, other games, especially when you go a bit more like, a bit lower down the leagues, like I said, I think that's been a championship game, which still should be like a great atmosphere. And like I won the game 5-4, and like in real life it would just be amazing scenes. Especially I was a much bigger team and they were like lower. Like the team against me like went 2-1 up, brought it back to 3-3. And I literally, there's like no crowds. There's just like, hey, just like they made it like 2-1 or whatever. And the same in FA Cup finals. If like say, obviously you're a home and away team, even though it's a neutral, you have home and away. If you're the away team, it's just like, hey, we're winning. If it's home team, it's like big cheer. But away, it should be more realistic. And I feel like after a while, it does get a bit boring. The atmosphere. It needs to be different for each game. I know they've like come so far with it. They've improved it a lot, but I think they've still got so much more potential. And also the fans, when they came in, for me, I'm a bit of a football nerd, not gonna lie. When I came in, I was still on old gen. I was like, wow, 3D fans, that looks so brilliant. Like when you watch all these YouTubers, you don't really recognise it now, but I just feel like they've sort of stayed where they were. They haven't really improved much. I know people might disagree with me with that, but I don't think they feel too realistic still. Like they all seem to just do the same thing. It's like there's sort of lift up as one. Like sometimes, like if you're seeing that, if you score a late minute goal, that looks really good. But other times it doesn't feel so realistic. And like especially when you concede, if you look at football fans, it's usually just few. If you're like your team's concede, it's few arms in the air. Someone might get up, gesture or whatever. But I just think they need to improve it a bit and like make fans be able to move. Even like say if you're a away team and you score an away goal, your fans will rush towards it. Say if you're a player and you rush towards like your fans, they will come to you and that. Say if it's like really dramatic. I just feel it needs to be a bit better like that. I know it's just nitpicking now, and some people are like, oh come on, there's much bigger things that needs to be improved. But for me, that would be also not full stadiums. I know I could just take the piss out of Man City here and all that, but not every stadium is full every time. Like especially on some games, like no disrespect, like League Cup. In the Premier for like teams, it's not full all the time. I mean, some games it might not be, but I just feel like at times they're like, oh, this game wouldn't be full in real life. Does it have to be full all the time? And then it'll make the big games even better, like the atmosphere better. So there's a bit more work on it like that. More of a bug for me than other people again. Obviously, you get home and away kits, fair enough. Which even they are annoying, especially if you're a team like Newcastle, which are black and white. But goalkeeper kits, I think they should have obviously there's home and away kits for goalkeepers as well, and they don't change it, and like the teams have got it, and it's really annoying. Like if I think of Leicester's, they've in the game, Castle have this sort of high, it's almost like high visibility. It's like it's a yellow kit, and I've rarely ever seen him use it. He's either in black or white. His kit, and it is in yellow in the game. It's just like I wish that you could have the different kits because that would feel a lot better. On that, I know some people wish you can alter the kits. I mean, dare I say it, I don't know what it's like with licensing on that, but even if it means you just have like older kits again, like reuse them, but I know that would be really cool. I know people would like that. Another thing which I know I'm trying to make it too much like Football Manager, but you get managers. They brought in like obviously the Arsenal have Wenger and all stuff like that. And I just wish that they would change clubs or retire. Let's be honest, Wenger won't be Arsenal manager in 15 seasons, yet he's still there. Even if they're like 13th, like a team like Man U 13th, still got their manager, Mourinho. And it's just like I wish they could change clubs. Like a bit more realistically, like especially at the end of the season where you go all available jobs and you've got Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United. Yet next season they still have Mourinho, and it's just like, I mean, come on, it would be good. And then like in the dugout you see other people, or even if it creates people, but it's just so it just make it feel a bit better in game. And you always want, I know the managers are there. It would be nice if they were a bit bit more like charismatic as well. I know they have a few things there, but like Jurgen Klopp's a bit more, mental than Mourinho can be, and it's just stuff like that. And interviews as well. I think I'm gonna put it in gameplay because even though it might be in features more, Journey was brilliant. You had interviews. I like that, even though Hunter sort of seems to have mood swings. He'd be like, ha, and then just love life, and then no. But it felt a bit robotic. But just to have interviews, as in, you could just literally have like interviews after the game. That would be so good. Because even if it got boring and repetitive, it'll still be better than it was. Or just like proper things, because like it's. They've used the same system they've had for years now. It's just like praise, and all that stuff. And I just never use it. I mean, like, I'm not saying go into the detail of Football Manager, but that would just be really good. I don't think that's anything more for this video. I probably will forget loads of things. I might have to redo the video. I have to put stuff in there. But if you feel disagree or agree or want to add anything, put it in the comments. I'd be very grateful. And look out for part 3. Thank you.